Good morning and welcome all of you. It's my pleasure to have all of you with us in this event, which is of course something so close to us. And over the next 15 minutes, it's my role to convince you why the XUV500 is such an exciting proposition. It's a proposition which we believe will ignite the market. It has the opportunity to do that. The reason Mahindra products have been so successful is because they've been designed keeping the customer in mind. The customer at the center of everything that we do. We study customers using a technique called ethnographic research. And what ethnographic research tells us or helps us understand is societal trends and how customers look at lives or how customers are at a conscious and a subconscious level. The study of human behavior tells us that there are two types or two parts to a human personality. There is one which is the compliant part, which wants to be following the masses, doing what everybody else does, seeks approvals. That's our conscious behavior. But there's also a second part to a human personality and human behavior, and that's the hidden part, the hidden subconscious part. That part is our wild and adventure-seeking streak. The desire to do something different, to do the impossible, to transpose ourselves into a world which is unreal. In India so far, most customers have been purchasing cars using just one type of behavior, the first one. People are buying cars to be compliant, to follow the masses, and constantly seek approval. And that is why the SUV market in India is just 15%. The global average is 40%. We believe, hence, there exists an opportunity to transform this market. And transform this market using the second type of behavior. That part of the human behavior which touches the sweet spot, the hidden sweet spot, and appeals to the wild adventure-seeking streak. The desire to get yourself into a world which is unreal. And we would like to do this in that segment which is above and including the C2 segment. That is vehicle priced over 8.5 lakhs. The XUV500, we are confident, will transpose customers to a different world. A world which is dreamy, adventurous, where customers want to feel the power. And that's what we saw in Rajan's talk just now. That's where the cheetah-inspired styling comes from. We know that the cheetah is an agile an animal with beauty and speed. The cheetah pounds is dynamism at its best. And that's why the cheetah has also inspired the launch phase of our campaign. And hence, let me just show you the teaser which most of you would have seen, but just recap it for you, the cheetah teaser campaign, please. Okay, so that was the cheetah teaser campaign. We want our customers to stand out, to experience the world through a different lens, one of adventure, passion, speed, and agility, where the vehicle defines who they are in a very distinctive and a different way. So this is an overview of how and for whom we designed this product. I'll now help show you why this will be the perfect way for customers to view and experience life. Like Rajan just said, this product excels in delivering outstanding technology to give you speed, luxury, comfort, and above all fun. So let me talk about some of the reasons why the XUV500 will say, buy me. The first is it's poised to pounce like a cheetah. It has the styling dynamism, which like all of you saw yesterday, is going to be an absolute head turner. It also has the agility, the speed with the M-Hawk 140. It has luxurious technology, and Rajan spelled these out in some amount of detail earlier, and we believe a lot of these will be significant firsts in this category of vehicle. We have the leather-wrapped lounge, which is the whole lounge feel that the vehicle creates. So while there is the adventure-seeking streak, there is also the luxurious comfort that the interiors create. And then, of course, safety. While one part of the vehicle is like a sanctuary, the other is like a fortress. There are 6 airbags, front, side, and curtain, electronic stability program, anti-lock braking system with EBD, and hill hold and hill descent control. When you take a test drive later in the day, you will experience all of these. There's one feature though that you won't fully experience today. And our research shows us that even though customers are on an adventure-seeking streak, cost is still important. While they want to experience the world, the cost dimension of that adventure is not irrelevant. And the feature I'm talking about is fuel efficiency. We have a fuel efficiency as per ARAI of 15.1, and only Bolero, out of all these vehicles that you see listed here, is higher than the XUV500. So it is going to be a significant part of the proposition that we are able to offer the passion, adventure, and excitement of a vehicle like this, but with a fuel efficiency which is outstandingly good. The other thing that you will not be able to experience today is our endeavor to provide the best experience to our customers. We've created an exclusive offering, a membership only for XUV500 customers. We call it the Purple Club. The Purple Club, we believe, will help create a completely differentiated experience to the customer. It's about providing a relationship manager. The relationship manager as a concept is probably going to be the first in the auto industry in India. What we are endeavoring to do is to convert the so-called service advisor in a dealership workshop into a relationship manager. So we've recruited a completely different profile of people to do this. A profile of people who will be assigned to customers. So customer knows whom he has to talk to. The person is trained extensively in creating soft skill training to interact with the customer and provide an enduring ownership experience. We've converted for this product the concept of a sales executive into an experience executive. What we are really endeavoring to do here is to provide a completely different buying experience as customers and prospects walk into our showrooms. We've recruited just for the metro cities almost 350 new people, and each of them has just gone through an 8-day residential boot camp right here in Chakan. So our people are trained and developed to provide a completely unique user experience. We believe we have an absolute winner here. The pre-launch buzz is a testimony to this. We've had 5.2 lakh hits on the website, over 56,000 Facebook fans even before the product has been launched, 24,000 requests for a test drive even before people saw the product. There were 1.15 lakh contestants on the price contest. And last night, we had 1.3 lakh viewers watching the launch event on the web. I believe that's more than the viewership that Commonwealth Games got on the web. So and typically auto launches get about 25-30,000. So that's a testimony to the kind of interest and excitement this launch has generated. We have 2 versions at launch with one option on each. So there's a W6 and there's a W8 with a W8 all-wheel drive. So that's the kind of offering that we have. We ran a guess the price contest amongst all of you, and this was the average price that came from all of you last night. 14.16 lakhs for the W8 version. That is the higher version for the two-wheel drive. The winners are, and I just read out the names, Lalit Sen, Joy Neil Mukherjee, Santosh, Mangesh, and Sagar Patel. So let me wish and congratulate all of you for getting closest to the price. Again, this is not an order, and we'd love to be hosting you at the Formula One event in Delhi. So what are the prices for the W6 and W8, and that's really the crux of what all of you are waiting to hear about. Let me quickly show you what we have on offer so that you're able to see that in the context of competition. So this is the core of the vehicle. This is the engine, like Rajan said, and you can see it's very well mapped compared to competition, 6-speed transmission, a very good headroom, a best-in-class second-row leg space. In terms of the other feature rankings for W8 to begin with, so I'm not going to read out all the features because you can see them in the screen, and they're also available in the brochure that will come to you shortly. This is what competition has on each of these features. And you can see the lineup that we have on W8 features, and the list continues. So that's the feature lineup. You saw the price that all of you had quoted, and obviously it would seem to be a good price for a product which offers so much. On the one hand, you have Chevrolet Captiva with 19.1 lakhs. Even if you were to compare it with cars, you have Cruze and Corolla for their higher end versions at 13.4 and 14.6 lakhs for the diesel versions. The price that we're going to have for the W8 is 11.95 lakhs. So clearly you can see that this is going to be a very, very aggressive price, because the strategy is to create the category, to get people who are in the C2 segment to experience life differently. And that's really what we are attempting and endeavoring to do, to get people to move up. And that's really what RISE is about. It's about enhancing and enabling people to enhance their lifestyles and enhancing their lives. Let's look at W6. So this is the feature ranking of W6 compared to competition. Yeah, so again here it's a well-loaded vehicle with some very, very good features. And you will get to experience some of these today. The ex-showroom price, and these are all Delhi prices, for W6 is 10.8 lakhs. So that's the lineup that we have, two versions, 10.8 lakhs for W6, and this is really what W6 has and what W8 has, just to give you a very quick, simple summary of what W8 has over W6. To summarize, the ex-showroom price is Delhi. Our W8 is 11.95 lakhs and W6 is 10.8 lakhs. So before I close this session, where I hope I've been able to convince you why XUV500 is such an exciting proposition, I'd also like to show you the first phase of our TV launch campaign. This is the first phase because it still is continuing with the cheetah theme, and hence in the area and arena of what one would call an announcer campaign. So let me just show you that. It will go on air in the first week of October.
The cheetah-inspired XUV500. XUV500.
Okay, thank you and all the best.